thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blow the her budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me. I got the heart of a god and a genie, I want you to...
Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's the NFC Championship game. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Williams off the play fake. He finds Ross right. Side, it's complete.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Williams. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try the jet sweep here.
Don't. Come on, baby.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Operating from the gun. Skinner firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On first down, Atkinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A good position to be in here, second and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll run here with Dillon. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Again, it'll be Dillon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
She wants the fucking ball.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Oh, my God. Get it.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but then lines up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Williams throwing on first down. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, Williams. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Williams now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's brought down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Williams on first down, and he fires one that's intercepted.
Welcome to the team, dog.
The Falcons are in great shape here as they
Good
take
shit,
over the
dude.
46-yard line.
Just signed
Before
you
we
two,
came up to
dog.
the booth,
Make a play.
last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Cohen. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the...
Oh!
Right along the sideline.
Good catch, Braggy.
Keeping the toes in bounds there.
Good shit, dude.
Time through the air. 36 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, good block.
And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. From 13 yards out. And the Falcons have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Williams. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Williams.
Give me that shit, dog. Why you...
Set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Off-play action. Skinner. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
This fucker blocked.
He had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Atkinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. 3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
You too little there. Keep it that way. You get 5 Super Bowls in a row.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Off the bootleg. Skinner. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On 1st down, Kilgore. There he goes right side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 95 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he is going to have a Falcons
You're always
first
getting
down
fucked
as they're
up,
able to
dude.
get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Skinner. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for
I was
Oh!
just going to ask you that.
Good one, Gil.
Target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't
The
going to get to his
boy right
primary
there.
guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's the option. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run.
Good one, Sadie.
They'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Bitch. Fuck with my boy.
There's no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Dillon is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Touchdown, Toledo!
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Yeah, Tito. Slow down, Tito.
There was no going through
Slow
the
down, Tito,
progressions on that
damn.
touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early,
Tito.
presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tito. Whoa.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
You do it. Y'all niggas.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right. You can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? 125 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
And he'll run on
Here,
the inside
Sammy.
handoff.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Kilgore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down.
Nope.
Kilgore.
Hey!
And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Fuck.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh,
it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Kilgore.
All right, go.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line
Just
at
cover
the
your
3.
fucking man.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined
No!
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Oh, you're not as. Oh, you're getting fucked up, Kodo.
dub. And
gotta
the
be a
Saints
fucked
are
up,
within an
dog.
extra point of
Yeah,
tying
dog.
this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Get the fuck out.
Atlanta regains possession of the
Doing all that
football.
shit.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Way down to the 26.
Good
It's
catch,
a big
Jones.
play there for Atlanta.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Skinner. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw. Skinner toward the end zone, but that's
Catch
gonna
the ball.
be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this
What the
before.
fuck are you doing?
How about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Coup for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains. In the Battle of the Sea, you will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Tennessee Titans who are heading to the Super Bowl for just the 2nd time.
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Far from over.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Atkinson, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The 2-score game.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Skinner, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On the give, this is their fullback. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
On 4th down, Skinner.
Got it.
Is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
There to make the grab. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on a 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, Kilgore. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 153 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Williams. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Well, they'll try the jet sweep here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 2nd down, Kilgore. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Williams on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Kilgore. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Williams. Williams.
Hey!
And the Falcons grab it.
What?
He's at the 40. 20.
Hey! Damn
It's a
it!
scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Get the fuck out of here. Game
Great
over.
play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They're done. All done. 3-4.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Williams.
Oh, you said Hollywood.
Falcons get there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Williams.
Ah!
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete.
God damn it, I had it.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
going over there? You know me. I gotta jump on as fast as fuck too. Damn it! Fuck, I fucked up.
A big play there.
Who's going over
Touchdown.
there?
And the Saints have
Fucked
got it
up.
back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle.
Damn it.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
Fast ass.
And it
Fuck
ends
you,
with a
dog.
touchdown for New Orleans. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Skinner. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Skinner firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st down, Dillon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, Skinner.
No.
And intercepted. Maybe
Get open, dude.
they need. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are right back in this football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Throwing left side. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I'll put him away, y'all.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Atkinson, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Off play action. Skinner. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run on first down. Atkinson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Atkinson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on 3rd down. Skinner. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
First down. Atkinson.
Hell yeah.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they
face
keep
mask.
it on the ground.
Face mask.
Oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They run the counter. Atkinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just
Why'd you
shy
run
to
it
go
down?
in as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. And they'll turn to a power game.
Hell yeah!
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
No.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. At time, a huge factor. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Williams now to throw on second down.
The sack,
the Falcons
dude.
get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
6 back.
As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams.
Hey!
This is intercepted, and that should do it.
Game over.
39, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Fuck out of here. Go pick Jermaine.
Pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game
off
that
his
they're
own
going to preserve
teammate.
for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On first down, Dillon, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run once more with Dillon. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Dillon.
Oh, that's it.
And he'll
That's
be
it.
taken down, but he
That's
does
it.
have first down yardage.
Get out of here, boy. Y'all done
I
it.
have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On third down, Atkinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick here is good. They'll push the lead up to 17.
Okay, ain't so
He was a
dog.
spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
I fucked up my
now
pick.
it's not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
Fuck up my pick,
But
man.
this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'll take that. Well,
The
we're going to
extra
the
point
Super
here
Bowl,
is
though.
good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is
We
over.
win anyway. Tuclanta, hold on. Here we go.
That's exactly what they're gonna do.
This is why songs are written to beat teams. Okay, you go back, some
Tuclanta
teams
going
win
to the
earlier in the
Super
season, but their
Bowl.
goal games
Here
is the
we
Super Bowl.
go.
This one, they're gonna be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they
Tuclanta
achieved
going
it.
to the
How about that?
Super
That's
Bowl.
pretty
Here
fantastic.
we go.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, motherfucker. See y'all at the Super Bowl.